One of my favourite minigames in the history of minigames is the Persuasion minigame in Oblivion. Let's take a look at how it works. So when you approach an NPC and select Persuading at the bottom, you'll see that they start off with a disposition somewhere between 0 and 100. At the start of the game it'll be quite low, and this just tells you how much this NPC likes you. The higher the better. You want this number to be as high as possible if you want access to certain hidden information or better prices if they're a merchant, things like that. To increase this number, you can bribe them with gold, as you can see over to the left here, or you can play the minigame. When you start the minigame, there will be 4 dialogue choices: admire, joke, coerce, or boast. So the first thing you want to do is hover over each option and gauge how the NPC reacts to each of those options. And you can tell this by reading the expression on their face. They will like one, dislike another, love the third option, and hate the fourth option. So in this example, Maylene the innkeeper hates hearing jokes. You can tell with the frown and the narrowing of the eyes. She likes when you're being boastful, dislikes coercion, and loves when you admire her. Now, your character is a voiceless protagonist, so you won't actually hear anything being said. You'll only see the effects on the NPC. The next thing to pay attention to is, I guess you could call it the strength level of each of your options here. It'll either be 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, or 4 bars. If you select an option with more bars, the effect of that dialogue choice will be greater. So if Maylene here loves to be admired, selecting admire with 4 bars will produce the greatest positive effect on her overall disposition towards you. Conversely, because Maylene hates jokes, telling her a 4-bar joke will really cut down her disposition towards you. The catch with this game is the fact that when you play, you need to select every option once, and each time you make a selection, that dial will rotate clockwise by 1 turn. So if we want Maylene to really like us, we need to try our best to hit strong admire and strong boast, and hit weak jokes and weak coercion. Naturally, it'll be random where the dial starts, and so you won't always get to hit every option perfectly. So sometimes it's best to take a hit by admiring Maylene weakly if it also means telling a weak joke. So I'll quickly demonstrate this now. And remember too that her disposition will slowly tick down if you keep her waiting, so don't think too hard about it. Just make the best decisions you can. And you can play this minigame quite a few times per NPC, and doing so will also increase your speechcraft skill. So remember that Maylene doesn't have a sense of humour, she hates jokes, so we'll throw her a softball here with the weakest knock-knock joke possible.
You should be ashamed.
And you can see that still knocked 5 points off her disposition. She also dislikes coercion, and fortunately, we can coerce her ever so slightly, and that will knock off a further 1 point.
Is that so?
So now we're down at 23 points. We'll move up to admire her with 2 bars. She'll love that.
Please, I'm embarrassed.
And that scores us 7 points. And then we're free to boast at full strength, which gets us another 7 points.
What a great story.
Which leaves her total disposition at 36 points, which is up from 29. And that is basically everything you need to know about the Persuasion minigame. It's a bit of a rollercoaster ride of emotions for poor old Maylene, but at the end of the day we get better prices from her, and we also get to level up our speechcraft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.